Here's a list of 20 good paying jobs that don't require a degree. Number 1, dental assistant. Dental assisting is a commonly overlooked creative trade job. In addition to aiding dentists in intensive work, dental assistants also help dentists by creating realistic false teeth. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I didn't realize they were involved with helping create false teeth. Average pay for this job is $20.34 an hour. Number 2, police dispatcher. Working as a police dispatcher may be for you if you have an interest in criminal justice and guiding patrolling officers. I believe these are the same people that deal with 911 calls, so both emergency and non-emergency calls. Average pay for this job, $21.72 an hour. Number 3, letter carrier. A letter carrier is also known as mailman or mail lady. They deliver letters, documents, and parcels to businesses and homes via foot or by truck. So I used to be the mailman when I lived in Boston. In terms of their pay structure, anything over 8 hours a day is time and a half. Anything over 10 hours a day is double time pay. Likewise, anything over 40 hours in a week is time and a half. And then I believe it was anything over 56 hours a week would be double time pay. So you can definitely make a decent living with this job. Average pay is $22.13 an hour. Number 4, locksmith. A locksmith or safe repairs know all about opening, securing, and repairing locks and safe combinations. They also specialize in cutting keys. Even if you don't want to do this as a full-time job, it's still a pretty useful skill to have, as we use locks pretty frequently throughout our daily lives. Average pay for this job, $22.23 an hour. Number 5, welder. If you like to build things and work with fire, consider studying to become a welder, cutter, solderer, or brazier. These jobs will allow you to work in a variety of industries like automotive, marine, and transportation businesses. Average pay for this job, $22.45 an hour. Number 6, roofer. A roofer spends their days under the sun in all kinds of weather, covering and replacing roofs with all kinds of binders, insulators, and roofing materials. This sounds like a rough job, as you're going to be working outside in the sun all day. Average pay for this job, $22.60 an hour. Number 7, truck driver. As a heavy and tractor trailer truck driver, you will be responsible for driving trucks and trailers with load capacities of at least 26,001 pounds. This trade is perfect for someone with attention to safety and detail. I have a friend who used to do this job. He got paid per mile, and he had the option to drive solo or with another driver. Average pay for this job, $23.42 an hour. Number 8, photographer. This is a trade that is important to almost all businesses, as it has lots of opportunities for creative expression. Photographers produce and edit pictures for a variety of applications. I have a friend who recently got married, and he told me his wedding photographer charged him $7,000. So if you're good with photography, you can definitely make a lot of money. Average pay for this job, $24.18 an hour. Number 9, wastewater treatment plant operator. If you have an interest in ensuring there is clean water for your community, consider working in water treatment. Alright, so after hearing about this job, my first thought was Homer Simpson, but actually he is a nuclear safety inspector, so a totally different job. A wastewater treatment plant operator monitors control panels and adjusts valves and gates to regulate the flow of wastewater through treatment processes. Average pay for this job, $24.95 an hour. Number 10, drywall installer. Drywall and ceiling tile installers know all about the ceiling and interior wall installations. They specialize in installing acoustic, decorative, and disaster-proof wall materials. Average pay for this job, $24.97 an hour. Number 11, construction worker. If you enjoy construction but don't know where to start, consider becoming a construction trades worker. You will learn a mix of construction skills from which you can specialize. Yeah, I feel like everyone is pretty familiar with a construction worker. Average pay for this job, $25.28 an hour. Number 12, HVAC technician. Commonly referred to as HVAC technicians, heating, air conditioning, and refrigeration mechanics are always busy tending to commercial and residential heating and cooling needs. Yeah, in case you didn't know what HVAC stands for, these are the mechanics who deal with heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Average pay for this job, $25.68 an hour. Number 13, groundskeeper. A groundskeeper has strong interpersonal skills and enjoys working outdoors. They are responsible for land maintenance for both public and private properties. I feel like this would be a pretty easy gig as long as you didn't mind working outside all day. Average pay for this job, $25.98 an hour. Number 14, carpenter. Woodworking is a versatile and high-demand trade within private residences and large-scale construction projects. If you ever plan on being a homeowner, then having some carpentry skills can be handy and definitely save you some money. Average pay for this job, $26.06 an hour. Number 15, marine oiler. If you're fascinated by the ocean, ships, and seafaring life, this occupation is for you. Sailor and marine oilers perform a variety of rigorous maintenance and preservation tasks to marine equipment and vessels. So I've heard that these types of oil workers are clocking 100-hour work weeks, so even if the pay is low, after you consider all the extra overtime you're working, you can definitely make six figures in this job. Average pay for this job, $26.77 an hour. Number 16, paralegal. Paralegals, or legal assistants, assist lawyers with research and investigations. They also prepare legal documents. So if you're interested in law but are not ready to become a lawyer, then this might be a good job to get your foot in the door. Average pay for this job, $27.22 an hour. Number 17, millwright. The millwright profession is a lesser known trade, but an essential one nonetheless. Millwrights are in charge of installing, dismantling, and moving machinery according to layout plans and blueprints. Well, out of all the jobs I've discussed so far, this is one I have never heard of. Average pay for this job, $27.53 an hour. Number 18, chef. Chefs and head cooks run commercial and private kitchens. They plan menus, prepare ingredients, order supplies, and price plates if necessary. Yeah, I have some experience with this. In a restaurant, the chef creates the recipes while the cooks follow the recipes. Average pay for this job, $28.24 an hour. Number 19, plumber. Working as a plumber, pipe fitter, or steam fitter will challenge you to create an endless amount of workarounds for pipe and steam applications. These jobs are critical to commercial and industrial infrastructures. My guidance counselor in high school was married to a plumber, and she said the plumbers union is super hard to get into and you have to be really smart. Average pay for this job, $29.37 an hour. Number 20, electrician. Electricians complete a wide variety of electrical related tasks, including the installation, maintenance, repairing, and wiring of electrical fixtures and equipment. Electricians work in a variety of settings, from construction sites to commercial buildings to private residences. Average pay for this job, $29.59 an hour. So those are 20 good paying jobs that don't require a degree. Be sure to check out this next video on the screen. I'll see you next time.